Hey everybody, this is Rydo and today we're looking at Cat Quest. So this is a action RPG game trying to keep things quicker compared to uh, previous RPGs, or particularly JRPGs that love to put a whole bunch of statistics and numbers in front of you and have you grind forever. Now it still is probably going to take a while. It's not something like Half Minute Hero where you have the aspects of something like an 8-bit NES RPG game boiled down into 30 seconds. But it is trying to get rid of some of this. This was made by the Gentle Bros in 2017, and I am at my usual pace of waiting many years to finally get around to it. I don't think we really need any other setup than that. I guess we can say, yes, you will be playing as cats. I don't hate cats. I don't particularly prefer cats over dogs or any other pet, but cats are fine for me. And since these will be anthropomorphic adventure-seeking cats, then it will be mostly just a comedy meme and aspect that we'll be interacting with. Let's just hop in. Will you always be there for me? Question mark. Always. Response. Sister. So a bad cat has kidnapped your sister as your setup. Now ideally, and she's glowing with energy and disappearing. So maybe she teleported herself away, didn't know she could do that. Several different names there. Sounds like Japanese names as far as the creators of this game, which would kind of make sense. The Japanese tend to be less likely to have pet dogs over cats because they don't have as much room for pets, and dogs take up a little bit more room. We have some kind of magical mark on the back of our head. Now ideally this is a warm-up attempt, so we'll play Cat Quest, finish it fairly quickly, and then move over to Ni no Kuni, which is a true JRPG for kids, and I assume this game is going to be fairly kid-friendly also. Of course, I could also have my fill very easily with Cat Quest and then not really want to jump into playing a pure JRPG that is going to be a lot longer. I suspect it's going to be a lot longer. You can see in the map before I click forward that you are at a slightly angled top-down perspective. So you can see the map, and the map has the names on the ground. Felingard, Mewtown, Catnip Cove, Green Field, instead of, I guess, Garfield. And you can see in the far back there's some what look like oxes or something, but hopping up and down. To my understanding, this is pretty much what the game is that you will be on the overworld and you won't go to a fight screen, which in RPGs the transition to a fight screen happens so often that even if it is just a couple of seconds to transition in and out of that fight screen, it adds a lot of time over the entire period of a game. And that's where you get into, that is one of the many things that makes a 200-hour plus JRPG exist, when really it shouldn't. I would love to see a lot of JRPGs come out as abridged, remastered versions where you fight just maybe 4 or 5 copies of the same enemy, and then the story just moves forward and you move on. There are some mods, certainly for some RPGs, where you get 500 times the XP and effectively do the same thing. But yeah, it would be nice if every creator came back, remastered, re-released RPG games to have better drop rates, faster XP gain rates, things like that. Let's continue. Oh, thank goodness you're alive. I'm Speary, the Guardian Spirit. Listen, dragons have returned. We need to scurry to a town quickly. We can save your questions for later. So, I'll be playing with a controller. This is how you run with just the left stick, or WASD. So, we go ahead and pick this up. Seems like you have a border you can't go any further to. We can pick up items. We can apparently press Y to talk to people. Odd cat adventurers. Cat venturers. Did you know that sometimes it's better to wait for an enemy to attack before you attack? Thanks for the random tip. I suspect there might be something in the bushes. Yes, we did find something in the bushes. But we are definitely on the tutorial path right now. And there's not much we can do. Also, these angles are weird, specifically designed. Pause up, a monster is coming. This is how you attack with the X button. Well, we went to the town. Were we supposed to talk to people first? There's a monster everywhere now. There are monsters everywhere now. Meow. The end times are coming, I tell you. Can we not talk to this guy? And we have quests. Just keeping everything on the screen nice and light. And apparently the sleeping is there. That's an inn. Red circle shows an enemy's attack range. Press this button to roll away. Okay. So yeah, you can definitely see how this is going to speed up the whole process quite a bit. Like you're really not going to take much time. Seems like we have also a right stick where we can zoom out, and that gives us a general idea of how big the map is, which that does seem fairly large, but unless we have dungeons we go into, like the cave, which we probably will, that still doesn't feel super large. And then you can hit the B button at any point to just jump into your stat screen and your items, which that should speed up things. It seems like we're gonna have skills and probably 2 other things that we haven't unlocked yet. You can catnap in towns to heal your wounds. Oh, so that's a cat bed. I thought that was a pie, but I guess looking at it, it is a cat bed. You don't talk much, do you? Strong silent type. But don't worry, I'm here to help you get your sister back. First, we've got to see what that mark on your head means. Come on, let's find a mage. Okay. Careful of force too. You can't see what's lurking inside. So I guess there could be a monster in there. And since you're not really going to get knocked into a fight, just one tip basically right now. Since it doesn't take you into a fight sequence when you run into an enemy, you are in a fairly dangerous position where if there was an enemy here, he could attack you once or twice before you even knew what was happening. And this is the Mage's Tower, and to the back is the capital. The mage notices the mark on your head. Meow, that's the mark of the dragon blood. You mean the fabled dragon slayers? But they vanished many years ago. But this is good. That mark means you can learn magic. Come this way. So this is the Arcane Temple. No cat pun there, I guess. This is an Arcane Temple. I'm going to teach you a spell, so listen up. We've learned Flamepurr. It burns enemies and weakens their defense. This is how you cast spells with the left bump button. What's funny is I feel like they're showing me different controllers here. I feel like before they were showing me an Xbox controller, and now they are straight up showing me a picture of a PlayStation controller, which Cat Quest would never be allowed to do that on any console. You would have to have specific images for each specific controller. And I do think Cat Quest is on the Switch, which would look very different. Or hold right click to open the magic menu. Okay. We need 100 gold to buy, to upgrade Flamepurr. And I guess we'll probably do this. I looked at the achievements of this game, and there are 68 quests according to an achievement. So that tells us a general idea of how many quests per episode we should try to go for. 2 at least. About. It may have been 68 quests. But yeah, generally if we can get 2 quests done per episode, that would be nice. Come on, let's test your magic on that monster there. Alright, so which one was it again? It was that. So you can learn new spells at other temples too, alright? Quest complete. And that gives us health and attack. Oh, what's that? So, yeah, we now have a little bit more health, a little bit more attack, a little bit more magic mana, I assume. Yeah. But oddly, we don't seem like we're quite there to the point where we could unlock the next thing, which I guess are not magic spells, because the magic spells are being labeled as skills. And this control scheme is very much a PlayStation style control scheme, where it's going to be left trigger, right, left bump, right trigger, and I am totally not used to having to press all of those buttons. At this level, it seems like we have pretty much opened up everything. All of a sudden now the map has quests and question marks, and so we shall just go. Raw. Oh, ritual circle. A dragon. Look, all the town's cat are frozen in fear. We need to help them. Magic uses up mana. It's the purple bar. Attacking enemies. It regenerates mana. I am not doing particularly well. But he's not particularly hitting hard either. And I guess the dragons are just not cat dragons as they were, and they are just dragons. Did you just defeat a dragon? Maybe you really are a dragon blood. Come on, let's go to see if the town cats are safe as a whistle. So yeah, in a lot of ways this isn't too different from your standard fantasy adventure or Skyrim experience. You find out you're a dragonborn and you fight dragons. It works though. I mean, that's pretty much every fantasy story even before Skyrim, is that you would fight monsters and dragons. If anything, I think video games have probably forgotten about fighting the lesser monsters as much. I'm really worried that we'll go to war with the Lupus Empire again. Yeah. Lupus, isn't that rabbits? Oh, I guess not dogs. Those dogs are planning something, mark my words. All being cutesy in their talk. Right, we will, I think, want to find a quest fairly quickly. We could save later. And seems like we're gonna have to just talk to the king. It looks like a lion, growl. ... Okay, kind of nothing there. This does kind of feel like a game you could potentially beat. Beat without saving it once at all. Gasp, did that kitty just slay a dragon? It's funny he had to stand in that specific spot. That mark, isn't that the mark of the dragon blood? We're saved. The dragon blood have returned. ... My whiskers, it's King Leonardo, the kindest and most valiant king of all. Growl, return to your homes, all of you. It's kind of funny to have people just pop in and pop out. ... Oh, what's wrong with the king? Anyway, pawsome job on that dragon, Mr. Dragonblood. And so we have like another quest complete. This may take less time than I thought. So the white cat kidnaps your sister and you end up being Dragonblood. No way is that a coincidence. No furry way. Let's say we pounce to the capital quest board. This guy just does not seem like he's going to talk to us. Dragons have come, stay away from the cave grotto. Yeah. Dragons. I bet the white cat's somehow part of this mess. Let's check out this cave grotto. Don't forget to catnap often. Interesting. It seems like it is going to just tell you to catnap even if you don't really need to do it so often. And I feel like what's going to happen here is you're going to want to move fairly fast through the game and not take damage. But it also seems like you're going to level up fairly often. So yeah, we've got more of a magical squirrel. So yeah, that may not be such of a problem. A monument. Look, there's inscriptions on it. In a time long ago, we served the old masters. They created the world and were our gods. I wonder if there's more of these. That's just labeled as a monument, and there's a fish over there, so almost certainly we're going to get a chance to go further. That says level 8, we're at level 3. That seems like a bad mistake. So I think we probably need to stay on the stay mostly on the story path for a little bit longer. Is this a thing? No, I guess it isn't. Okay, here's a quest. The King's Mage. Quest level 2. This will put the main quest on hold, yes. The king is under curse. Join the rescue mission at the Arcane Temple today. We should do this. The king needs our help. Okay. We're here to save the king. Finally, a cat has come to our aid. First, we'll need to find the head mage. Who knows what happened, but he's disappeared. I mean, he knows what happened, but he disappeared. How do we find him? We'll cast a spell to find the head mage's magical energy. but their location keeps changing. I'll mark them out. Maybe you can investigate. Okay. Is there going to be a point where we can track side quests? Kind of doesn't feel like there is. Find a half-buried potion flask. There's magical energy trapped inside the flask. Let's check out the other locations. Yeah. Now the problem with any RPG is that you're going to want to kind of grind. It looks like these enemies will just kind of constantly respawn. Let's see if we can make good use of taking out larger groups of people. Seems like friendly fire is not an option, so we can't rely on that. That guy hits hard. Found another half-buried potion flask. Still no mage kitty. Last place to check. Before we go this way, here we have a level 1 cave grotto. Let's check this out. Defeat the monsters. We got a whole chain of XP here. Yep. Of course, the problem with RPGs is you always want to grind and get like ahead, and they're usually designed in such a way that you actually won't ever get ahead, no matter how hard you try. Alright, well, I guess we equipped it up, and so now we have some armor. Was there something over here? We should have probably catnapped. I didn't realize my health was as low as it is. But it probably won't matter too much if I can simply get enough XP to level up. But I don't know if I can. This is making us alright, so one would give us 3 health, one would give us 2 magic. Which the magic effect may very well be better off to upgrade, since that is on a completely different scale. There we go. Alright, that's not too bad. You do have group attack enabled, where you can hit multiple people. So that makes for something. Again, I'm thinking maybe we'll just level up. Oops. Well, we'll have to be made sure to be careful about that going forward. Just to not let our ambition cause us to die. Right. can we use magic multiple times in a row? It would be an important question to try and ask. Also seems like even though we died, we didn't actually lose anything. And I guess you can't just grab things and leave. So it does feel a little weird that you are potentially going to... That's interesting that it just upgraded like that. So you're basically going to only have 12 items at all. 4 different types of shirts, and then maybe pants or hat as the other rows. So I guess you can just die, and it's no real problem. So the only thing slowing down gameplay at the moment really is the fact that you're yeah, you can kind of use magic fairly quickly, I think. Yeah, so it's just this opening animation that I think probably needs to speed up. Okay, so if we now have a knight sword and we can equip that, if this is a vest and this is a vest and this is a sword, then I have to kind of assume that the next 3, the next one is a sword on the right, and the 2 down below this and the 3 to the right are all swords also. So it may very well just be vests and swords, which that's fine. Right. There we go. I suspect you can probably leave these caves, which are very small areas. They're definitely not designed to be like maze-like in any way. I suspect you could probably leave them if you wanted to, and even if you hadn't finished what you were doing. This guy has new information. Ah, the dragon blood. Did you know you can leave feedback on the game through the Cat Quest Facebook page? So this is a way to tell devs how much we hate and love this game, right? Yep, the devs will be happy to hear from y'all. Yep. We're gonna burn through this fairly quickly. Now, I do think there is possibly a reason why you would want to play the game a couple of times, but I suspect, because this game I think does have a new game plus to it, that you will probably simply choose to speed run it the second or third time and not really do all of the quests, unless we run into a scenario where a significant amount of all the quests and such are all much higher levels than where we are now. Right. So I can attack twice with magic, and then I need to do some swinging of the sword, but it does seem like you don't have to do too much swinging of the sword to refill your mana. It does feel a little weird how fast they respawn in. Let's see. We have a thief that has a skull by him, so I suspect that probably means he is way above my level. Yes. And hopefully he doesn't steal my items. Alright. Things still save though. Like, that being said, this is probably a game that will get a little ridiculous if we die 4 or 5 times just trying to get to a place. But this does definitely give me the feeling that what we're going to run into is some frustration, where we can't actually move too far away from the narrow path, just because we're going to be under-leveled. That is something certainly that existed in old RPG games, and probably still somewhat exists in RPG games, as the general ease at which one can go to the left when they were supposed to go to the right. This is called Kit Kats. For 50 we could buy this. For 5,000 we could buy this. Let's talk to them and see what we're getting though. Make sure to buy some gear, y'all. I don't know why I would want to buy gear. Actually, let's just get the maze guy first. Get the mage, not the maze. Level 10, find another potion flask. Where's the head mage? Let's head back for now. Yeah. We've made it kind of to the halfway point of the map. So you figure, I would suspect, that you might very well end up... Yeah, this is easy to not see the enemies. Yeah. I suspect there might be a point when everything just kind of levels up and you're going to be wandering around and the enemies are just going to be a lot stronger. But maybe not, because the whole game could just be really short. You give the flask to the mage. This is the head mage's magical energy. But why is it in flasks? Well, not the magic experts here. We need some time to investigate and fix this. Here, take something for you. Check the board again later. So now we have a mage's hat. Quest complete. That gave us 100 XP and 50 gold. Let's go in here and let's upgrade this. Gold makes anything stronger. Upgrade. Yes. I guess the question would be, can we upgrade again? No, we're a little too broke for that. Okay, this would give us 2 more magic. Mage's hat is level 1 and it bumped the vests. So I guess it's hat, vests, and sword. Or maybe it's kind of nothing. And I assume that that automatically upgraded and I didn't really need to remove it. I can't help but feel like the frame rate's a little wonky on this, though. Yeah. Do we have any other quests we can go do first? Let's try that. And while we're at it, let's catnap. Yeah. I need to find my mother. Please help me. The peasant must love his mother a lot. We should help. Peasant, we're two great warriors here to help you. Grr, my mother's missing a mage making a search spell for me, but he needs a special metal. It's too dangerous for me outside Grr. What is this metal? Grr, in the place I've marked. We'll find this metal, growling kitty. Yeah, I suspect we may find that we end up going to a lot of these areas. It's in that cave. It'll be tough to search with monsters about. Clear them all out first. Well, that's easy enough to do. Yeah. The idea here is kind of a genius one, in that you have this cat that rolls, even though, in all fairness, cats don't really roll. But it creates this flowing movement in which you can kind of rely on to basically do an equivalent of like boxing, where it's just float like a butterfly, sting like a bee mentality. Find a strange metal helmet buried in the dirt. That's it. That creepy looking helmet. Plus, since we cleaned out this this cave before, that gave us more XP. Although I'm not sure if that's really going to help us too much, because we may get considerably small amounts of XP going to a level 2 cave at level 5. Psst, hey you, come here. I thought there was a XP behind this mountain, but it was just our glowing area. I see you're helping that crazy cat. You mean the growling peasant? Before this, he was saying something about hearing voices in his head. And then suddenly he started to freaky growling out of nowhere. The growling's not normal, huh? Anyways, I just wanted to warn you, see you. So, he may be crazy, or he may be hearing voices, and the metal helmet may help him not hear the voices. So, we pretty much have to return it to him, though. Of course, we can take a catnap and restore our health. Seems like there's no penalty, really, for restoring your health to max. You give the town cat a strange-looking helmet. Grr, I found it. Yes, this will help me. ... Oh no, me, I meant help find my mother, Grr. This helmet's powerful. A search spell doesn't need that much power, you know. None of your business, Grr. Here's your reward. Come back later and I'll need more help. So now the quest complete, some more XP, some more gold. Let's check out the next one. Catnip Ritual. Take this. I need your help for a ritual to find my mother. Growling kitty's back. Yeah. So we should just stay down here and grind for a while doing all these all of these requests and quests. Yeah, I don't know how a New Game Plus would really work if you started at level 1, unless there's just some secret way to beat the game very easily at level 1. Grow, the mage said my mother's trapped in a curse. We need to conduct a catnap ritual to break it, Grow. How did your mom get into this mess? Here's some catnip. Sprinkled around those bushes. I'll join you later, Grow. So it's catnip, not catnap. Sprinkle some catnip around the bushes. Interesting. I thought that was going to spawn enemies, but I guess not yet. Down goes here. Excellent, grower. Now step into the center of the triangle. Grow, 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 grow. By the god cats, we need to get out of here. Meow. What was that peasant thinking? Hey look, the ritual circle broke. Yeah. Keeping things in such a small circle actually made it very easy to use our spell. That was dangerous. I'll have your whiskers for this, peasant. Grow. I didn't know that would happen, honest. I'll put another notice later. Here's your reward. So now our ranger vest is up to 4, and we're up to level 6. And since we just leveled up, we're just doing better than ever. Yeah, and I think it would be like, oh, I guess we have no helmet on right now. Anyways, we should put on a helmet. So we could dress full ranger and increase our health, or we could lose a little bit of health and get more mage, and lose a lot of health and get some mage. And what does X do? Sorts it by hat, vest, or weapon, I guess. So we kind of know this game is not going to give us too much. We're barely level 6, but we'll try it. May just found something new about my mother. Please help me. I have no idea how you would be able to skip this. It would take too much time to grind otherwise. Looking for caves that you potentially could enter, which you probably aren't going to find too many further north, or just fighting random spawning enemies. Arguably what we're having as an experience here is not quite as abridged as I still would like, because we are still seeing a little bit of grind here. Not a terrible amount, but a little bit. I feel like Borderlands also did a fairly decent job of making their quests really good and reducing the vast majority of the grind for the first playthrough, but then it drops the ball completely on the second playthrough as far as the Borderlands series, because then they just want you to play the whole game a second time. Growl, the mage has found the next step to freedom. My mother's freedom, of course. Freedom. You're really suspicious, you know that. Meet me outside. I'll tell you what to do, Growl. So, outside is ridiculously odd. Stand over there. Grr. Good news. Now run clockwise 3 times. Okay. Let's see. And they're gonna just point us towards clockwise. Just in case you don't know what clockwise is. Now run anti-clockwise 2 times. I love the phrase anti-clockwise. It's more used in the UK and England and Europe, but it's much better than counterclockwise, because then you don't have that potential alliteration to stumble over saying counterclockwise. And it's a little shorter. but it is almost completely not used as a phrase in the United States. What? Are you kidding me? We're not running into as many cat puns as I thought. I thought every single line of dialogue would be a cat pun. But yeah, I guess you would run out of that idea fairly quickly. Like, the cat puns definitely feel like something that I would think would be really funny and think that I could do very ambitiously, and then halfway through the game I'd realize, oh, I've run out of steam and I'm gonna have to stop making puns because I have no more ideas. There, happy? Says the story. Barry, look, it's working, Graw. Graw. God, cat it. It's that circle again. With smaller circles. Prepare yourself. Anytime now. Let's see. Any fuzzy time now. Is that it? Fuzzballs, for real? So, see no monsters this time, Grar. ... Furry, fine. You're good for now, peasant. There's a bit more left to do. Grar. Check the board later. Here's your reward. What's funny is that was like a level 6 quest and didn't really require us to do anything. Level 6. Alright, well, obviously you equip the better weapon. A level 3 axe. And we're getting to a point where I can't do that quest. And so we're going to have to probably just wander some more, because yeah, this isn't gonna work. You have still a lot of swipes here. We would ideally want this to get so overpowered that we could kill things in one swing. I mean, you're never going to get any better than that, and that would be what we would look for. I think we probably have enough here to buy something. Looking to roll some gear. It'll cost you 50 gold. Test your luck. Looking. Alright. So I think we probably just want to save. I don't think there's a good argument there. Here we have Blacksmith Assistant as a quest. Let's take that. No way. Kit Kat is looking for a blacksmith assistant. Even dogs from the Lupus Empire commission weapons from her. This might be a good chance for us to get good gear. Speary, are you both here for the assistant's job? Please say yes. Yes, Master Kit. How can we help? I'm in the middle of a revolutionary new armor, you see. But I need a shipment that is still at Eastport. Or Pot. Think you two sweeties can collect it? Could help me collect? Absolutely, ma'am. We're on the job. Yeah, a little weird there. I did not realize that that was a female cat. Honestly, I didn't realize that. I kind of was just assuming they were all male cats at this point. Just by default. We're so zoomed out in the images that it is going to be fairly difficult to tell one cat from another if that was a concern. I don't think it really will be. There we go. Now at level 7. Meow, help us, monsters. Okay. I think I probably could do 3 attacks with magic now. Let's check out Kit's shipment. I thought it would be somewhere closer to this, but whatever. Kit's shipment, where is it? I have bad news, yeah. We sent it out a carriage with the shipment, but we haven't heard from it since. What? Look, there's even tracks on the ground we can follow. Okay. Go ahead and catnap here. Let's go and talk to this guy. I've lived near the waters long enough to know mice aren't to be trusted. Pirates scum, all of them. So the mice, I guess, are the pirates. And do we have enough to buy something new? Yes, we do. Lightning zaps enemies to crisp, yeah. Learn lightning for 50 gold. Yes. But obviously there's 6 or 7 6 or 7 different spells, and from the looks of the menu there's a decent chance there might be actually 12 spells or skills, and if that's the case then we'll only be able to ever use 4 of them. It probably won't matter too much. Let's just go ahead and strengthen lightning too, or also like there might be an argument where we get chain lightning either as a separate spell or just as an upgrade to the main spell, and if that is the case then we might be in a very good position. I wouldn't be surprised if this game is fairly short that they limit you to a level 9 like level up and that's it. Alright, well, looking at the map, it's kind of funny you can't pan, and it's kind of funny that there's a plus and minus on the map, but I guess that makes some sense. When we zoom out here, we can see there is a decent amount of map and world, but not really that much. So unless we ended up on a different island, we're probably just going to run into a few struggle points where we have to specifically find every quest we can possibly do to just keep ourselves leveled up. I wouldn't be surprised if we get in league with the mice at some point and that lets us get to some of these islands, and I wouldn't be surprised if the caves and temples in the islands are very high, level 25, 50, even level 100 temples. Yeah, but in general it feels like we've probably done somewhere between 10 and 15% of the game already. Does that line up with us being level, what level are we? But it doesn't actually even say here, does it? Level 7. Yeah, I mean, if you get to level 99 or level 100 in this game, and we're at level 7 now, then maybe we're about 7% done with the game. So that seems good. The number of quests must be diminishing as the game goes on, because I was expecting to do like 2 side quests, and we've done 4 or 5 to start with. But there is real question as to how this game could get particularly that difficult we could start getting into temples and caves that are multiple floors and full of lots of really strong enemies. We could start running into just strong enemies in the overworld, certainly. But I think after a certain level, this game will just have to have a natural snowball effect where it just gets easier and easier as we go. Ideally, that's the way every RPG is supposed to go, but very rarely is that actually the case. Almost every RPG, no matter how much you grind, you end up with some final boss that is a huge, like, either time sink, if not difficulty spike. You either have to put a lot of time into it or struggle to win. Anyways, this is a good time to end this episode. We'll go for about 45 to 50-minute episodes. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.